Okay, let's just dive right into this. We're going to talk about something that happens to, well, all of us. It's one of the most frustrating things about just dealing with other people. Why do we misunderstand them so often?
But before we get into the why, let's talk about the who. When I say these people, the ones who are so misunderstood, who pops into your head? Seriously, who is this group we're so quick to judge or just, completely write off?
And here's the thing. We all know them. This isn't some far-off, abstract group of people we're talking about. Nope, they're right there, in our offices, in our families, even on our daily drive to work.
Okay, so let's get a little more specific. I'm going to throw out a few examples, and I want you to just notice what your first immediate gut reaction is. Be honest with yourself.
All right, first one. Picture this, the quiet coworker in a meeting. You know the one, never says a word. What's the first thing that pops into your head? Are they even paying attention? Not a team player? Maybe they just didn't prepare.
Okay, or how about this one? This one gets everybody. The slow driver in the fast lane. Come on, we can all imagine the thoughts racing through our minds, right? So inconsiderate, totally clueless. Just get off the road.
And here's a super modern one, the person you're disagreeing with online. What's the go-to assumption? They're uninformed, they're being malicious, or maybe they're just a troll, right? It is so easy to just slap a label on them.
Okay, so you've got the quiet coworker, the slow driver, the person you're arguing with online. What do they all have in common? What's the one thread that connects all of them, that makes them these people?
And this is where it gets really interesting. The answer? It actually has nothing to do with them at all. The one thing they all have in common is
It's us. We're the common denominator. The problem isn't really about who they are. It's about how we see them. The whole misunderstanding thing, it starts right inside our own heads.
So why? Why do we do this? Are we all just bad people? No, not at all, actually. Think of it less like a personal flaw and more like a built-in feature of your brain's operating system. It's a mental shortcut that's designed to be fast, but sometimes it leads us way off track.
Okay, so there's a technical name for this. It's called the fundamental attribution error. Yeah, it's a mouthful, I know, but the idea behind it is actually super simple. It just means we have this default setting to explain someone's actions by saying, oh, that's just who they are as a person, instead of considering, hey, what's going on around them right now?
Let's see how this plays out in real life. So on one side, you've got our quick assumption. That's the story we tell ourselves about their character. We see a behavior and we think, ugh, they're so lazy. But then, look at the other side, the hidden reality. That lazy person, they might be a single parent working 2 jobs. Or that rude driver, maybe they're completely lost and stressed out on their way to a hospital. The gap between what we assume and what's really happening can be just massive. So again, why the heck do our brains do this? Well, it's all about efficiency. It's a survival shortcut. Think about it like this. Your brain has 2 roads it can take. One is a super fast, straight highway. Just make a snap judgment about someone's character. Done. The other road is this slow, winding country lane where you have to consider all the possible situations they might be in. Our brains are hardwired to take the highway. They're built for speed, not always for accuracy.
But here's the good news. We are not stuck with this default setting. It's not permanent. We can absolutely learn to consciously override it. And when you do, it leads to better relationships, better teamwork, and honestly, just a lot less personal stress. So let's talk about a simple toolkit for how to actually do that.
It really comes down to a super simple 3-step process. First, just pause. The second you feel that snap judgment bubbling up, just take a breath. Second step, get curious. Literally ask yourself, okay, what am I missing here? What could be going on that I can't see? And third, and this is a big one, assume positive intent. Start from a place of genuine curiosity, not from a place of accusation.
I love this idea right here. It really nails the whole solution. Curiosity is the cure for judgment. It's so true. The moment we decide to be curious about someone's situation instead of just judging who they are, everything changes. Judgment slams the door shut, but curiosity, that just props it wide open.
All right, so we've kind of unpacked the what and the why of the problem, and we've looked at the solution. But now comes the most important part, right? Actually putting this stuff into practice in our own lives. So I'm going to leave you with this one question to think about. Think about that quiet coworker, or maybe that family member you always seem to butt heads with, or even just a total stranger you might run into. Who is one person, just one, that you will try to understand a little bit better this week, just by taking that pause and asking yourself, what am I missing here?